Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Day 136 of the 2025-2026 NBA regular season, March 14, 2026. Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham helped the Detroit Pistons prolong Memphis Grizzlies' losing streak. Duren had 30 points and 13 rebounds, and Cade Cunningham added 17 points and 15 assists as the Detroit Pistons handed the Memphis Grizzlies their seventh straight loss. The Pistons have won their last three games by an average of 25.3 points after a season-worst four-game losing streak. Marcus Sasser had 16 points for the Pistons, which had seven players in double figures. Javon Small led the Grizzlies with 23 points, while Ty Jerome had 21. The New York Knicks got past the Indiana Pacers 111-92 for second straight victory. Jalen Brunson finished with 29 points and 9 assists. OG Anunoby added 25 points and 8 rebounds, and the New York Knicks beat the Indiana Pacers. Mitchell Robinson had a career-high 22 rebounds to go with 12 points as last year's Eastern Conference runner-up won its second straight and its sixth game in nine contests. The Knicks are still fighting to earn a top four seed and home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. Jarice Walker scored 18 points and grabbed 9 rebounds to lead the Pacers. Aaron Smith had 12 points as injury-riddled Indiana lost its 12th streak. Raptors rallied to snap Suns' winning streak at 4. Brandon Ingram scored 36 points. RJ Barrett added 22 and the Toronto Raptors rallied to beat the Phoenix Suns, snapping Suns' winning streak at 4. Emmanuel quickly scored 17 points for Toronto as the Raptors won for the first time in three games. Jalen Green scored 34 points for the Phoenix, matching his career high with eight three-pointers, and Devin Booker added 31 points, but the Suns couldn't hold on after leading by 10 in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers rout the Dallas Mavericks 138-105. Evan Mobley matched his season high with 29 points. Donovan Mitchell had 24 and the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Dallas Mavericks in the opener of a home-and-home series. Mobley had 16 points in the first quarter and was already up to 23 by halftime, and the second highest scoring half of his career. He went 12 for 15 from the field and grabbed 7 rebounds while playing just 23 minutes. James Harden finished with 17.7 rebounds and 7 assists for the Cavaliers, who shot 61.5% from the field and were 18 for 38 or 47% from beyond the arc. Cooper Plug scored 25 points for the Mavericks, who were coming off a victory in Memphis that is now an 8-game losing streak. Nash Marshall had 17 points. The Houston Rockets outlast the Pelicans 107-105 to move into third place in the West. Kevin Durant hit a go-ahead 18-footer with 7.6 seconds left, and the Houston Rockets outlasted the New Orleans Pelicans to move into third place in the crowded Western Conference. Durant scored 32 points two nights after matching his season low with 11 in a blowout loss at Denver. Against Pelicans, he was 13 of 24 from the field and had 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Amen Thompson had 23 points for Houston in the opener of 5-game homestand. Reed Shepard scored 18 points. DeJounte Murray led the New Orleans Pelicans with 35 points, but stepped out of bounds with the Pelicans up a point with 13 seconds remaining. After the run put the Rockets ahead, Zion Williamson threw the ball out of bounds, and Durant hit two free throws to put it away. Williamson had 21 points. The Pelicans had won two straight and 3 of 4. Anthony Edwards powers the Minnesota Timberwolves to 127-117 victory over the Golden State Warriors, extending the Warriors' losing streak to 4 games. Edwards finished with 42 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and the Minnesota beat the Golden State Warriors, extending the Warriors' losing streak to 4 games. Rudy Gobert had 18 points and 9 rebounds on 5 of 5 shooting from the field, while Jaden McDaniels contributed 15 points. Brandon Posemski led the Warriors with 25 points and 10 rebounds. Kristaps Porzingis added 20 points and 22 minutes of playing time. The Portland Trail Blazers beat the Utah Jazz 124-115 to close in on the Warriors for ninth seed in the West. Drew Holiday and Scott Henderson each scored 25 points, and the Portland Trail Blazers beat the Utah Jazz. With Golden State's loss to Minnesota, the Trail Blazers moved within a half game of the Warriors for the ninth seed in the Western Conference. Bryson Sabo led the Utah Jazz with 31 points. Utah's Ace Bailey was ruled out after 7 minutes because of concussion symptoms. He had 8 points. Kawhi Leonard scores 28 points in the Clippers' 120-108 victory over the Bulls. Leonard scored 28 points. Benedict Mathurin had 26, and the Los Angeles Clippers extended their winning streak to 4 games in a victory over the Chicago Bulls. Jordan Miller added 14 points to help the 8th place Clippers win for the seventh time in 8 games to solidify their hold on the spot in the Western Conference play-in tournament. Leonard scored at least 20 points for the 44th consecutive game to tie Bob McAdoo's franchise record, set for the Buffalo Braves in 1974-1975. Josh Giddey has had his 11th triple-double of the season for the Bulls with 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. Trey Jones scored 21 points as the Bulls went 2 of 3 on a West Coast trip. Chicago shot 44.2% from the floor and 29.3% from three-point range, while falling to 3-4 following an 11-game losing streak. Let's proceed to the NBA regular season games scheduled on March 15, 2026. PJ Combe and the Philadelphia 76ers will play the visiting Brooklyn Nets, led by Michael Porter Jr., in Xfinity Mobile Arena at 1 a.m. Philippine time or 1 p.m. Eastern time. Jalen Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks will try to continue their surge and add up to their 8-game winning streak as they meet Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks in a State Farm Arena at 3 a.m. Philippine time or 3 p.m. Eastern time. LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets will have a tough matchup as they play Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs in Prospect Center at 3:30 a.m. Philippine time or 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics will try to be back in the win column as they face Alex Star and the Washington Wizards in TD Garden at 6 a.m. Philippine time or 6 p.m. Eastern time. Whose winning streak will end as Paulo Banquero and the Orlando Magic visit Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat in Kaseya Center at 8 a.m. Philippine time or 8 p.m. Eastern time. Battle for positioning as Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers match up against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets in Crypto.com Arena at 8:30 a.m. Philippine time or 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers will try to extend their 4-game winning streak as they face DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings in Intuit Dome at 10:30 a.m. Philippine time or 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Let's proceed to the NBA current team standings as of March 14, 2026. Let's start with the Eastern Conference team standings for the 136. 15 Indiana Pacers, 15 and 52 record with 12-game losing skid. 14 Washington Wizards, 16 and 49 record with 10-game losing skid. 13 Brooklyn Nets, 17 and 49 record with 2-game losing skid. 12 Chicago Bulls, 27 and 42 record with 2-game losing skid. 11 Milwaukee Bucks, 27 and 38 record with 3-game losing skid. The Indiana Pacers, Washington Wizards, and Brooklyn Nets are already eliminated in playoff contention. Number 10 is the Charlotte Hornets, 34 and 33 record with 2-game winning streak. Number 9 is the Philadelphia 76ers, 35 and 31 record. Number 8 is the Atlanta Hawks, 35 and 31 record with 8-game winning streak. Number 7 is the Toronto Raptors, 37 and 29 record. Number 6 is the Miami Heat, 38 and 29 record with 7-game winning streak. Number 5 is the Orlando Magic, 38, 37 and 28 record with 6-game winning streak. Number 4 is the Cleveland Cavaliers, 41 and 26 record. Number 3 is the New York Knicks, 43 and 25 record with 2-game winning streak. Number 2 is the Boston Celtics, 43-23 record with two-game losing skid. And the best team in the West in the Eastern Conference is the Detroit Pistons, 48 wins with 18 losses and has three-game winning streak. Let's proceed to the Western Conference team standings for the 136th. 15 Sacramento Kings 16-51 record. 14 Utah Jazz 20-47 record with two-game losing skid. 13 New Orleans Pelicans 22-46 record. 12 Dallas Mavericks 22-45 record. 11 Memphis Grizzlies 23-43 record with 7-game losing skid. Sacramento Kings are already eliminated in playoff contention. Number 10 is the Portland Trail Blazers 32-35 record. Number 9 is the Golden State Warriors 32-34 record with 4-game losing skid. Number 8 is the Los Angeles Clippers 34-32 record with 4-game winning streak. Number 7 is the Phoenix Suns 39-28 record. Number 6 is the Minnesota Timberwolves 41-26 record. Number 5 is the Denver Nuggets 41-26 record with 2-game winning streak. Number 4 is the Los Angeles Lakers 41-25 record with 4-game winning streak. Number 3 is the Houston Rockets 41-25 record. Number 2 is the San Antonio Spurs 48-18 record. And the best team in the Western Conference is the Oklahoma City Thunder, 52 wins with 15 losses and has 7-game winning streak. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like to help our channel grow. Thank you so much, everyone. See you in the next video.